Hey guys, Camper 15 back at it with another video for you guys, joined by my co-host, the Red Wolf. We are back again with another Demon Slayer episode review for you guys, as this is going to be the last Demon Slayer episode review for literally the rest of the season. I mean, the rest of the series.
Sorry, guys. I'm still mind blown by what I just watched.
Yeah, we were wondering if we're going to get something big happening, and well, they gave us something big, all right.
Bigger than I anticipated.
Yeah. That cliffhanger was crazy. And now we gotta wait for whenever the movie comes out. Mind you, 3 different parts. When is that happening? No idea. Anyways, before we get on with the episode review, it was confirmed that Demon Slayer, at first there was rumors a few weeks ago, but then today it was officially confirmed that the Infinity Castle arc for Demon Slayer, the final arc in the series, is not going to be a season 5. They're going to handle it in a movie format in 3 different movies. So we're going to be getting 3 different parts to the Infinity Castle arc in 3 different movies to conclude the Demon Slayer anime. My thoughts? Okay, I'm fine with it, but personally, I'd rather wish it was just an anime season, but I understand why maybe they want to do that. Obviously, anime movies make a lot of money for the studios and the people who do these movies. Obviously, look at Dragon Ball, My Hero Academia. The last Demon Slayer movie made a lot of money. And that's honestly, it's really, animes haven't started coming to movie theaters and doing these movie releases. Really, it started way back when Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods hit the movie theaters. Once that hit, it's like anime started doing more movies because they know, oh shit, people are gonna go see this. It's gonna make our film a lot of money. And if we're a big time anime or a big time series, well, we'll be making, trust me, these anime movies be making billions of fucking dollars just being in the movie theaters. Whether that's in Japan or whether that's out here in the West in the United States, if it has that big of a following. Now, like I said, personally, I wish they just had done just the anime, a season 5. But I see why they chose the movie format. You're going to make more money to improve the next part of the next movie. Obviously, number one thing, animation. Movie budget animation is probably 10 times better than anime TV budget animation. And that's why you can blow your load, no homo, literally on a movie in their animation. But here's the thing. They can do that, and knowing that they're going to have another movie, they're know, okay, we're going to get the money back regardless. So that means we can continue go even crazier than the previous movie. So look, part 1 will probably have crazy animation. Demon Slayer will probably hit $1 billion. The movie, part 1 of Infinity Castle arc. Infinity Castle arc part 2, they're going to probably make it even more crazy of animation. Then part 3, because they know they already got the money they got from part 1 and part 2, especially part 2. Holy hell. Part 3 might be a damn extravaganza. The only thing that's going to suck is, or the only thing that we don't know, which also sucks, is this. Why I don't like the movie format, but I understand why they're doing the movie format. When are these movies releasing? What is the time frame of these movies, and how long is the wait for these movies? Are we waiting like a whole year for one part to be done and then the next part will come the following year? Is it going to be 2 years in between? 3 in between? Because we got to factor that in too as well. Length. How long is it going to take in between each movie to get the next release? Because I'm sorry. If it's every 3 years, they can miss me with that shit. I'd rather just get a whole fucking anime season then. That's just going to give me it right then and there. Even if the animation is going to be crazy good and everything. I'm sorry. I don't like waiting 3 years for my shit, even if it is really damn good. I would like to have it come out. Now, if it's really high type, take as much time as you need.
Every 3 years. That's crazy.
If that's the case. I'm fine if it's every year or every 2 years. But if it's something up to like 3+ years for each in-between movie, my God, I'll be damn near almost 40 years old by the time we get part 3. Potentially, if that's the case. If anything, I'd probably let's just say every 3 years. So if we don't get the next one, I'm 25 right now. I'd be 28 by part 1. At another 3 years, I'd be 30. No, not 30. 31 for part 2. I'd be in my mid-30s by the time we get the last movie if it comes out every 3 years. I'll be damn near almost 40. And I'll be in the movie theater watching Demon Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be like, why is this old man up in here? Even though technically I'm not, I wouldn't be old.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's even like men in their like 80s still watching anime to this day.
I'll be watching anime till the day I die.
You better believe it.
Look, I'm fine with it. It sucks that it's not going to be in anime form on a weekly basis, but look, they want to go, Ufotable wants to go all out, balls to the wall with the Infinity Castle arc, which is probably going to be the best, arc of the series, knowing the fact that it's literally the final arc and hope in the defeat of Muzan
Kibutsuji.
Yes. So... Your thoughts on the fact that Demon Slayer, the Infinity Castle arc, is going to be movie format as opposed to anime format?
Yeah, I'm at the same opinion as you. I'm kind of mixed. Yeah, I get why they do it, but at the same time, they should have just gone, in my opinion, just episode format, episode by episode. That way, it won't be as because now I'm worried about when it's going to come out. So.
Yeah, because usually if they really want something well developed, it's going to take longer to get out as opposed to right then and there. But as more information will come, I guess we'll find out. We'll see. But moving on, I know we missed the last few weeks. We missed the Wind Hashira stuff. I thought that was some interesting content. We know him and Tanjiro ain't cool because the Nezuko shit way back in season 1. You get the Stone Hashira stuff. I wish we had made a review about that, but his backstory was absolutely tragic.
Mm-hmm. And
go ahead.
He was like in a really difficult situation, especially with a little girl.
The fact that he was living basically and having this nice little family of kids he was taking care of, and then one of the kids just didn't come home too early, sadly ran into a demon, is like, well, I know other people you could feast on, even though he know probably damn well he'd probably be killed too. Mm-hmm. And basically all the kids, with the exception of the little girl, were all killed. And dude basically kept punching that damn demon to death to the point there was really nothing left, and it was scared the shit out of her, and she like, well, he did this,
Mm-hmm.
And he was basically in prison until the master ended up coming to get him, and it was just sad. I'm like, damn, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
So bad for him. He went through a lot of suffering. And then you end that episode last week with the Muzan walk to Ubuyashiki, which it's like you're watching this real time. Last week, I'm like, bro, what is happening right now? And then you get into this week, guys, they kind of basically redo it again. But this time you hear the entire dialogue that they have together.
To this day, hands down, coldest anime villain entrance ever in anime history. Hands down.
I can't lie.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know what that moment, if this moment will ever be topped. We've seen some crazy villain entrances, chilling villain entrances. You know, Final Form Frieza comes to mind when he first appeared.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of anything else. The first interaction with Overhaul from MHA.
I wouldn't consider that cold, but yeah.
Anything in Jujutsu Kaisen, really. There was a moment in Jujutsu Kaisen where there was like just a chilling moment. Probably had to be anything in regards to Sukuna or something like that.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm trying to think.
Don't think too much about it. Let's just.
There's some chilling moments in One Piece. Some chilling moments where a bad guy shows up and is like just absolutely just decimates Luffy and company. But regardless, this was one of the coldest entrances. And he has basically a conversation with Ubuyashiki. Kind of relatively tame until shit gets crazy. So please explain what the hell was going on in this conversation.
Well, it's explained here. Like, well, I was right. Seems Muzan is a relative of, the master. So yes, and he's been living for thousands of years, and it turns out that their bloodline is cursed ever since Muzan was born. And apparently, if Muzan dies, that curse will be broken, apparently.
Yeah. And it seems like the person that was helping him was his wife, and those two little girls were his kids.
Yeah, I probably should have figured as much since they spend a whole lot of time together.
Yeah. Listen, I can't even say any story point of this conversation. It was just chilling because you're like, is this man gonna snap and just kill him right then and there?
No, Muzan was patient the whole time.
He was just patiently letting him say what he needed to say, and then he like, all right, dude, I'm just gonna kill you. You got anything else to say? And then then you cut over to Hashira's basically running to the master's, area because the crows are like, hey, we got intruder alert, somebody at the Ubuyashiki mansion, essentially. And they're all running like, master, and they're all desperate to run and get there fast enough. And then you just have it to where it's like, all right, Muzan's just like, all right, you got anything else to say? And then Ubuyashiki says what he obviously has to say left. And then boom, this gigantic explosion happens at first. And I'm just like, did Muzan cross this shit?
I thought that was him also. I legit thought that was him also. I'm pretty sure we're not the only ones who thought that.
But when the man literally gets up and he's rehealing himself, and let me just say this shit. This was probably by far the most goriest episode of Demon Slayer in the entire anime series. The detail they had on Muzan's reconstruction process. Holy hell. They showed the bones and everything to the so they showed the bones to the muscle fibers, the freaking teeth. Dog. I'm just like, oh my god. And this is I don't know when this airs in Japan time. I would envision they show this in the morning. And I'm like, you're telling me kids watch this shit? Hell no.
I don't think Demon Slayer was ever intended to be a kid show in general.
Well, Japanese children watching, but maybe Japanese children. Well, here's the difference, though. Maybe the fact that Japan just doesn't care about their kids. They probably just like, well, it don't matter because the kids are a lot smarter than you think. While over here in the United States, we have to have our shit toned down because, oh, we live in a society that's so sensitive to everything. But you're seeing this man come back together, and it's just like, what in the blue hell? And you're just like, oh, and he's all pissed off and everything, and you're like, oh, he didn't do this. This was a literal like plan by Ubuyashiki, like just I'm gonna blow you up and try to take you down with me. Obviously, that didn't work. And then you just have it to when he's just standing around. He's like, well, it seems like it's time I need to get the hell out of here.
Until suddenly some flesh, whatever it is called, like starts surrounding him, and then all of a sudden it becomes thousands of thorns piercing his body. Well, now what's happening?
Yes. Add to the fact, Tomio just shows up and impales his ass. And I'm just like, what is going on here?
She shoved her own fist right into his guts. In hopes that he would absorb her.
And then we get crazy revelations on this standpoint. She killed her child and her husband when she turned into a demon for the first time. I'm like, dude, I'm done. I can't take it anymore. And while Muzan's basically kind of shit talking her, like we would always see All For One shit talking the people he goes up against, you know, Tomio's basically out in tears saying like, yes, I did that shit, and yes, I did enjoy it, but shit, I'm here to try to defeat you so then I can find some semblance of peace and hopefully one day see them again. So you gotta understand where she's coming from. She was literally turned into a demon by this dude. She basically kind of killed her husband and her child against her own will because the demon urges just took over. And it's like, you can kind of see like, all right, she probably sacrificing herself to try to have the demon slayer stop him. Then she shouts out to the Stone Hashira. He comes in and he just doing his thing, and then Muzan's just like, motherfucker, and then his head gets blown the hell off. And I'm just like,
oh, but do you think he stops there? No. Apparently, he doesn't die when you cut off his head, just like every other demon.
Now, we do get a flashback scene with the Stone Hashira and Ubuyashiki. One, we find out that when he first met Ubuyashiki was actually younger than him. And he was like, I don't know if I believe this guy, but there's something weird about him. And then he tells him, when he's still in the bed rest, he's like, listen, Muzan's coming. He'll be here in about a few days or so. I think he said 5 days, correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't remember, I think.
But he basically tells him, like, listen, I have this plan. I'm going to sacrifice myself, and I need you guys to finish the job, essentially. So he knew damn well he was going to die. But we also get another revelation. He apparently has foresight, so he can see the future. So he knew this shit was happening. Now, we know, like a character in MHA, Night Eye, he had the ability to see into the future. Now, it's not explained here how long or how far he can see into the future. So I'm guessing it's like maybe, I don't know, maybe he actually knows Muzan's gonna lose at the end of the day. I don't know. It's not explained about his abilities into seeing into the future. Like, we don't know if he can see like alternate different realities and shit like that, like Doctor Strange or whatever, where he can say like, all right, this is probably the best possible course to go with. Let's go with this way because that leads to Muzan's defeat. Now, I will say, I wish they kind of basically ease that understanding, if he has like foresight where he could see like different possibilities, different timelines, where he's probably like, all right, what's the best possible timeline or the best possible route to go to make sure Muzan does not win? Okay, this route where I have to sacrifice myself. Yes, we're going to be in Infinity Castle, what we see at the end of the episode, but regardless, this is the best outcome to go to. Let's go this direction. Hopefully nobody strays off the path of time. Which, if that's the case, then that gets into the whole timeline, time travel shit, and you know how complicated time travel and all this other time elements can get in just, not just anime in general, just any form of media. Because time is always confusing when you talk about time travel, but there's no time travel elements in it.
I still remember that one time that one time you thought that whatever happens in the future, it affects the past for some reason.
I was like, talking Dragon Ball or some shit.
It was some time ago when you were first like getting into watching like the fairy tale stuff, and
that stuff.
Yeah, you once thought that whatever happens in the future will affect the past, but no, you kind of got it switched around.
Anyways, you get that scene, so they know, all right, that scene. Now, all the other Hashiras end up showing up, and that's why the episode's title is like Hashiras Unite, which they really didn't unite because they never even got off one hit after Stone Hashira got a hit on him. But basically, Stone Hashira, that's when he proclaimed, he's like, hey, listen, we're gonna have to, well, actually, the plan is this. Ubuyashiki wanted the Stone Hashira to stall Muzan basically till what we saw like in the last season, in season 3, where the sun comes up and everything, right? Basically hold him stalling down. So Tomio's there holding him down. That's what the stuff around Muzan that impaled him all around his body, that's what it's supposed to do, to hold him down till dawn. And basically all the Hachiras are working together to basically keep like killing him in a way. He keeps regenerating, but he can't do nothing because he's stuck in place. Kind of seemingly enough, it sounded like that was a whole trap. So that's when Stone Hashira is like, all right, guys, we can't kill him even if we blow his head off. So just keep attacking till dawn hits. We'll kill him. And that's when it's like they all charge in. They all doing their best attacks essentially, you know. And then that's when they focus on Muzan, and he's just like, I got you, bitches.
Doors appear right under their feet, and then they begin to fall to where?
The Infinity Castle. And it isn't just them. It's basically every single Demon Slayer.
So, the final battle begins.
We see Zenitsu. And I forgot to mention, Zenitsu last week had a very serious conversation with Tanjiro.
We all I know is that he read the letter, but we have no idea what it said.
Why do I feel like I'm getting Death Flag vibes from him?
Potentially.
Yeah, but we see everybody. We see Ryunosuke. We see Zenitsu. He's still in his alter ego mindset. Inosuke, my bad. Inosuke looks like he's happy. He was about to eat his, like, I guess, shrimp or whatever, and then he's just like, the hell? And he's like, whatever. So he about to go ape shit. You know how he gets when it comes to demons.
Breathing.
The Mother Week Demon Slayers, they might be the first ones to go, respectfully.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see quite a few of the Demon Slayers dying there.
Yeah, we see Zenitsu. He grabs his sword. He's still in that other, like, mindset where he's actually serious for once now. He ain't in that scaredy cat childlike state. He opens his eyes. He's just like, basically like, all right, time to go to work, huh? So, the Hashiras, they're all falling down. It's seemingly enough, they all look like they all got split up.
Yeah. So they're gonna have separate battles with some demons, as well as maybe even some of the upper ranked demons. And you know how that went for Ren Goku at first. But of course, some of the Hashira are obviously much stronger, but that doesn't go for all of them.
Yeah. What's his face? Tomoyoki, he ends up calling out to Tanjiro, and he's like, Tanjiro, where are you? Now Tanjiro, he ends up getting on his feet, and he's like face to face with Muzan. I'm like, do not tell me that they're gonna end the season off where he's going face to face with Muzan, and this is telling me the next 3 movies he's gonna just be fighting Muzan nonstop. But then Muzan's like, you ain't freaking winning. This is gonna be your death spot. All the Demon Slayer core members, they're all dying today. It's game over for all of y'all. I ain't playing around no more. I'm sick of this goddamn shit. I want to be immortal. I'm taking your damn sister, and that's what I'm gonna do. He then drops Tanjiro again. Tanjiro's just like, I'm gonna defeat you, Muzan. And he's just like, I'd like to see you try, Tanjiro Kamado. Also, he still takes Lady Tamiyo with him.
Yeah, so she'll potentially die by the end of this season. As much as I don't want that to happen, I'm pretty sure that's what she intended on.
Now, the one interesting thing, and that's where that's where it ends. That's where it ends. That's where it ends. I'm just like, afterwards, they're trying to tell me I gotta wait for the movie that is yet to got announced. But when is the first movie announced? And you know. See, this is the worst part. The first 2 movies are gonna obviously leave off on massive cliffhangers where it's just like, sorry guys, you're gonna have to come back a few years later from now. And I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
We also have to think about how long the movies are in general.
They're gonna be like an hour-long movie. You know these anime movies don't like to do 2 hours. I wish we had more 2-hour anime-long movies. But anime movies are typically 1 hour and 30 or 1 hour and 45 minutes.
Well, yeah.
And that's another thing I forgot to mention. You can't put as much shit into a movie like an anime. Like in an anime episode, you can actually dedicate an episode to the Snake Hashira and Mitsuri Kanroji up against maybe one of the upper 4s. Or one of the upper demons. While if you get a movie, we'll see the fight, but it might not be as well developed because then maybe it's like, we don't want to really focus on this as much. So we'll have some aspects of the fight, but we won't focus on it much because these movies are only in an hour and certain minute time frame. And plus, you're going to be focusing mostly on Tanjiro in the film, hoping that you see what the other Hashiras do. That's kind of my other negative. It's like, well, if we had an anime season 5 anime of Infinity Castle, you could actually dedicate an anime to a Hashira defeating one of the upper ranks, probably more than likely, and actually focus on them intently, giving them more character development, giving them more focus, and then we don't have to focus much on Tanjiro for this part.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Maybe that's why they split up into 3 different parts. I don't know. I haven't seen a lick of anything when it comes to do with the manga of Demon Slayer, but I know we're in the end stages. Now, the one interesting thing that I found very interesting when all this dropping into Infinity Castle was happening, we saw nothing to do with Nezuko.
Yeah.
So we don't know if she's there or if she'll end up showing up later on. I could definitely see it where it looks like Tanjiro's going to get killed, but she ends up showing in the nick of time to save his ass. But we don't see a lick of Nezuko at all. So we don't know where she's at. She could still be in the human world for all we care, because they don't know where she's at.
Someone's currently taking care of her. Yeah. So, Mr. Oniko, we'll talk about.
But regardless, talk about a way to end the season in hypes for, well, it's either you wait till the movies come out on DVD or streaming, which won't be for a while because these anime movies, they take a long time to get to streaming. Otherwise, my ass can be in a movie theater. So the moment they announce Demon Slayer coming to the United States, take my money. I'm pre-ordering those tickets. They're going. I'm going to the movies.
For me, that depends.
Yes. But again, who knows how long that will take? We will see. And hopefully by the time first part comes, we'll be back talking Demon Slayer.
It's crazy.
10 out of 10 episode. 10 out of 10 episode.
It's insane. And they let us off like that. What more is there to say, man?
Nothing else to be said. Anyways, if you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts. Hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Came for 15 content. I'll leave a link in the description below to my co-host channel, The Red Wolf. And stuff like that. So, yeah. There's nothing else to say on my end. I'm sorry. I'm cooked. I'm cooked.
I'm also cooked. I can't. Oh my god. Oh.
Anyways, catch you guys in the next video. Till then, guys, stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your day or night when you're watching this video. Until then, guys, stay safe out there. Peace.